Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Smart Money Market Overview with Ben and Roman. Yeah, of course, I have Roman here with me. I see already people on the chats. Always nice to see Dominic, Soda, Igor, lots of regulars. I think they were here yesterday as well, so always nice to see them come back and enjoy the live stream of today. So today we're going to be looking over at the markets. Even though there's going to be news later today, so we're going to be maybe giving some ideas of where the markets can go to from there. We're also going to be looking at the news and some markets on TradingView. All right, so Roman, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
You sound different.
Yeah. There is an update to my setup.
There's an update to your setup. All right, that sounds better. So it's good. I mean, I sound a little bit stuffy still from being slightly with a cold, but you sound a lot better. And as you're going to be doing a lot of the talking today, that's actually a good thing. I've got my tea ready so that I can just be sipping tea, and you can do you can do the talking about the markets. So without more further ado and whatever things people say, here is Roman's screen. So you're live.
Okay. So yeah, there is a lot of things that potentially can happen this week, but the main topic is these news about the potential rate cuts. And yeah, this will basically decide the fate of the market for the next couple of months at least, if not more. So yeah, as you can see, the market expects a 25%, like 0.25% cut to the fund rates. But you never know what will happen because they may be even higher. And yeah, it's really hard to predict the market behavior in any of the outcomes, but at least we can create a couple of trading plans for us. So yeah, if we will see if market goes up, then we'll have a plan for that. And if we see the market goes down, we'll have another plan for that as well.
Yep. So we're starting with the dollar index today.
Yeah, as usual, yeah, we're going to start with that. And what we can see is that switch to weekly. So yeah, we had this small weekly fair value gap here. It's not really that important. So I would even remove that. Yeah, there are just a couple of drawings that we had before.
I mean, so far it's doing okay, right? It hit that monthly fair value gap.
Which one?
Or is that the one that actually formed the fair value gap?
Yeah, it's the one that formed it. So this is how it looks on monthly. So this is where we expect the price to go. And as you can see, this arrow is still there since like the spring or when we start doing the streams.
Yeah.
So we had this line from the very beginning, and I still expect it to be something like that. So we still expect the bounce into that area. But now we can see that there is a new potential target appeared. So we can say that this swing high can be another target for the potential reaction later. It's not a check. So now we might not even need to go there to the monthly fair value gap. We may only just touch this swing high and then react down. And yeah, as we discussed before, why are we looking at the dollar index is because this is basically the main trigger on the market. So if dollar index goes up, it means that everyone is selling everything and just going into the fiat, basically, just getting the money on hands. And when dollar is dropping, it means that everyone is investing. It can be stocks, it can be crypto, anything else, real estate as well. So yeah, it is very important for crypto specifically because crypto is one of the riskiest assets on the market. So if anything drops, crypto will drop before everyone else. So yeah. Yeah, one interesting chart that I showed you today on the dollar index was that, let me remove these just to clean it up a little. So since we're looking at the trend lines, there was something about the trend line. This one, don't remember.
Oh yeah, that's a beautiful trend line.
So yeah, we are around this trend line area, which can provide this exact reaction that we expect.
Yep.
So it's another point that confirms my expectation.
So you think that the rate cuts might be the trigger to push that price up there?
Yeah, I mean, it might be that rate cuts provide some short-term reaction into the other side, creating like the panic on the market. So it might be like it usually goes like one huge candle up and then the next candle just wipes everything to the other side.
Yeah.
So yeah, you never know what will happen.
Yeah, it's usually the several hours later than once you've seen it better than yeah, then the move starts to make it in the actual direction it wanted to go. The first one is just the volatility.
Yeah, I think I'll just remove these lines for now, just to clean everything up as much as possible. So yeah, these candles, you can see this week's pushing the price down. Looks like it was like specifically made in order to push the price down into these areas. So maybe we will even see this sweep of this swing low. And then we might have that reaction to the upside, either here or even here to the monthly fair value gap. Yeah, these huge moves of like 5%, they can provide a lot of chaos in the market.
Yeah. So for people that are like wondering, like, why are we looking at this one? If we're talking about crypto trading, the idea, of course, is this: that if this moves to the upside, then there's a high probability that that has a negative impact on Bitcoin, right? Because the dollar becomes stronger.
Yeah. And let's also look at euro. Yeah, it also moves.
Yeah, euro went up
Really,
again today.
Yeah. And it really looks to me that this is the final push. I missed a couple of trades this week on euro. I didn't really try to trade because I was very careful knowing that news are coming. But yeah, there is this monthly fair value gap. Oh, it's this one, the first line. Let's make it red. So this is the target that I expect. So we've seen that on dollar we swept. I meant we didn't get to this swing low. So here it is. But on euro, we can see that we already swept it.
Yeah, so maybe the other currencies are falling a little bit behind.
It might be that like the reaction is already happening. So after having this sweep, we might already see the reaction down without seeing the dollar sweeping this one. So it might be like this.
Okay.
But yeah, you never know. With these major news, can be anything. So yeah, I think for euro, it would be really good to get into this monthly fair value gap. This one, the red line. Let me draw it again. Like this would be the gray target to start the correction to the downside. From here, yeah, and here at the bottom we have this another monthly fair value gap that would be another great point for reversal for later. So this is something that I would expect from euro in the following, I guess, a year. This would be a pretty good scenario if that happens, or it may happen even sooner. Yeah, we never know. And yeah, for the Bitcoin.
So we're looking at the CME futures, which is the traditional fund, right? It's traditional finance fund.
Yeah, this is the Chicago exchange.
Yeah.
That has these nice gaps
People
on the
that are
chart.
wondering why are these gaps, like why are these candles not attached? Is TradingView not having all the data? Well, it's not traded during the weekend. That's obviously the price of Bitcoin still continues throughout the weekend, but CME doesn't trade it.
Oh, you can see that we already have that nice sweep of liquidity here. That's what actually I expected on Bitcoin and Ethereum, to have a move like that into this swing high. So we'll check that later in our terminal. But yeah, there's not much to see on this chart, except these targets that we had here for a long time. So we have these gaps where we expect the price to go. This one would be the perfect target to get, at least for now. And yeah, as I said, a lot of different scenarios can happen today. Even if we have that rate cut that everyone expects, we still might have pretty different scenarios. So I would say one of them could be a move like this. So we have another sweep somewhere in this local region and then move down. Another scenario would be like the major move to the upside, sweeping the previous all-time high, getting a new one, and then going down. Or the last scenarios could be just like this.
So
Well,
just
actually,
straight down from here.
well, yeah, there is another scenario, one more, that can be, wait, can be like something like this. But yeah, I'm not sure if that will happen.
To the first to this gap, you mean?
Yeah. It can be this, or it can be the other one, or it can be even the closest liquidity. So if somehow the news became really good for crypto and the other parts of economy, and really bad for the dollar, then this can be the case. But yeah, I'm not sure if that's really possible, to be honest. Like, I'm really bearish at the moment.
And why exactly are you bearish? Is it just the dollar index, or is it the dominance, or
Yeah, I would say it's like the combination of different factors. So we have the dollar index that is around that reversal point that we said before. Then also we have the fear and greed index that has to, like, if you want to go down, to go up with Bitcoin, like if you wanted to go to 140 at some point, you need to drop it to the fear level so that people start selling it. And right now, nobody's selling it.
right? Yeah.
So yeah, if we expect another run up, then it would make a lot of sense to make it drop down so that everyone sells. Because yeah, as I said before, like 2 weeks ago, I have a lot of people coming to me now who never was interested in crypto. Now they ask me what I should buy. What do you think? Yeah, what coin is good? Look at my trades. What do you think about that? And yeah, that's concerning.
But would you say that this area right here is already starting to be like a distribution area?
Like, in general, I would say that. I would say that yes, it is the distribution. But if we look at what Bitcoin did previous time, like all these years, start in the 2023, it always had these kind of distribution areas, and then it went up. Then it was kind of distribution, it went down, and then it went up. And it repeated so many times. So yeah, it's really hard to tell now. But I mean, yeah, we might see something similar to this pattern like we had here. So we had some kind of a distribution, then new all-time high, and then we dropped, and then we dropped even lower. And it was like, and it was just 2 months, not too much. But then we went up and created a new all-time high. So maybe this is the scenario. But I would expect the drop somewhere to this region at some point. And most likely sooner than later.
Yeah, let's just hope it's a quick a quick dip and then up, because I still expect a new all-time high this cycle. Maybe it's wishful thinking, but I don't know. I just feel like if this is it, then I'd be very sad.
I mean, this is the problem. So I remember the bear market of the 2022 when that happened, when the market dropped. And here I missed a lot of profits because I expected 12,000 Bitcoin. So yeah, I had a lot of orders in this area, like under 15,000, but it didn't get to my orders here. And that was because like the narrative in the social media was that, yeah, Bitcoin will drop to 12,000. Everyone knows that. Everyone expected that. And then it never happened.
Yeah.
So
the moral of the story is what everyone tells you, do the opposite.
Yeah. So that's the problem with like everyone now expects that we'll see another all-time high this year or early next year. But that can be the trap that we'll get into. So yeah, that's why you just need to observe the market and react to what happens there. So yeah, I would say like realizing some profits in this area would be good.
To be fair, but this is a very dangerous trend line to break.
Yeah, but I mean, it has pretty meaningful targets here. So this gap is pretty good. So you can just break it and then go up again. But of course, you can also break it and never go up again. That's the beauty of trading.
And that's why smart money concept is a reacting strategy, not a predicting strategy. I mean, we can make predictions of where, like, what will happen once it, or what is likely to happen once it reaches a certain target, but we can't say for sure that that will happen, and that's why we use reactive strategies to enter the market in either the long direction or the short direction. So we identify the targets on the higher time frames, and then we go into the lower time frames to watch for shifts to actually tell us this would be a suitable entry. If you're wondering more about that, on Tuesdays we also do backtesting sessions, so we can show you exactly what we mean by that. Or yeah, as you can see in the screen, we have an academy where you can see all the tutorials for the smart money concept. All right, back to Roman.
I'm just looking at the charts, but there is not too much information, to be honest.
It's been a bit sideways for the last few days. If you look at it, I mean, this is a daily chart. So what?
Yeah, that's daily. So it was like a couple of months.
Yeah. So last week we were here.
Yeah. But I mean, that's what, like, this can be one of the signs that we might have the reversal. So after sweeping this liquidity,
yeah,
it can go down. We have nice trendline liquidity here, but this is a pretty short term, I would say, short term target. So it's pretty small. It's just 10% on the total market cap, which is nothing. And yeah, I would expect something bigger, a bigger drop. So if we look at Bitcoin and this target, this would be like 20% drop. And as we all know, when Bitcoin drops 20%, then everything else drops 40%.
Yeah, it does wipe out a lot of liquidity.
So yeah, I mean, like reaching this 3 trillion target on the correction would be really good. This one.
So what are the people in the chat thinking? Will we go up short term or down short term? Very curious to hear that.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think we need to start making some polls on Discord and maybe inside the app to ask people opinion.
Yeah. Let the power of the mass tell us what to do and then do the exact opposite, right? If everyone thinks the price is going up, then just short it.
Yeah. Okay, I think we can switch to, we need to check the dominance charts. So Bitcoin reached another important target here. So it was this low that provided the reaction before. And it was just reached a few days ago, last week. So yeah, from here we can see small correction. And usually when Bitcoin goes up, I mean, the Bitcoin dominance goes up, it means that everything else goes down. So yeah, if everything starts dropping, then we might see this correction as well.
Mm.
But there is no good targets for the correction, I would say. Yeah, not much to say on this chart, to be honest. So let's switch to our trading dashboard. See what we have.
So this is Bitcoin USDT on Binance futures.
Yeah, so this arrow, we made it like 2 or 3 weeks before the stream. And this one worked pretty well.
Yeah.
The daily fair value gaps.
Just a dip.
And also, what I wanted to mention is that on one of the previous streams, we've mentioned on this candle, so when we fulfilled this fair value gap, I mentioned that if the weekly candle closes below that, then it can be pretty bearish. And then after that, so it did close below the fair value gap, fulfilling it and invalidating it basically. And then it created another fair value gap above it. So these last couple of weeks, I really expected this move. I'm not sure if we mentioned it before, if we had a stream to mention that. But yeah.
Yeah, you did, because we had a stream at the beginning of this one.
Yeah, right. So yeah. It would make sense to have the reaction from here to the downside. But now, as I said before, since we are exploring the potential plans, so that's again, we need to look at how this weekly candle will close. And if it closes within this fair value gap without fulfilling it, then it is very likely to have a correction to the downside. It may be a dump. I don't know for sure. But at least we can start shorting. But if it closes above that, like significantly above, then we might be here for the new targets up high. So that's about selecting the plans and building your trading plans based on the chart behavior, the price action.
Yeah, so Igor thinks it's going to go up after this.
Well, that's good.
I mean, it's like you said last time, like sweeping this liquidity and then go down. It's also one of the possibilities, right? It's again, it's a reactive strategy, not a predictive strategy.
Yeah. I mean, what I learned after watching a lot of videos on trading, a really interesting quote. And yeah, we have that in the beginner course as well. So that in trading, you're competing against other traders that want to take your money. And yeah, everyone on the market wants to fool you into thinking something opposite. And yeah, that's what you need to be aware of. So if you'll see huge move up like today or tomorrow, it might not mean that we're here like waiting for the $1 million Bitcoin this year. Might be just a manipulation to throw you off and make you open some longs position and then liquidate you immediately. This kind of manipulations happen really often in these times of the year when we have major news.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So Bitcoin is pretty boring at the moment and just anticipating that news.
Yeah, a lot of it has been priced in already. And I was pretty happy to see this movement the past week and also this week. So it seems like it's getting ready for something like this. Like, at least that's my expectation from what I've seen on the market before. So it goes up, making people think that like the news are being priced in and it will be okay and will continue growing. But it can be just a distribution, like moving the price into this distribution area, and then everyone will start selling there.
Yep. All right. So how's Ethereum doing?
Let's see. Yeah, it's also pretty boring on the weekly chart.
You've got a position open.
Is it yours? I have a lot of.
That's just, it seems like a pending position. Oh, it's a paper trading thing. Just switch to,
Yeah, right.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah, it's just we had drawings, I guess, on the. Oh, we didn't have any drawings there. Maybe we did have some. Yeah, it's weird. But yeah, Ethereum has been in this range for a couple of weeks already after reaching the all-time high. And it seems like it is also waiting for the news. We fulfill this fair value gap here. Yeah, it's like it's a lot of indecision on the market at this point. Like, you never know what will happen at this point. It kind of fulfilled the fair value gap. There might be even the shift on the daily. On 1 hour. But opening a long position from here would be pretty risky. So there's this trend line, I guess. If you can draw it like that.
Yeah, you need to draw it like that. And then it's, yeah, it can fool you. Like it could be a fake or just a test. And then,
Yeah. On the other side, we have this daily fair value gap that has been like it was tested today. And you can easily open the other position to the opposite side once you have a shift. So yeah, like my plan for this week would be just staying aside and observing the market. And if I see any meaningful movement, then I'll maybe open the position, because I tried to open a couple of shorts this week and it didn't work well.
no, maybe too early still.
Yeah. Yeah. I opened a short and then it got closed and then it moved down again. It's crazy.
Yeah,
Let's go through other.
I did another near trade yesterday that also got stopped out. To be fair, the entry wasn't great. Like I did it on an order block instead of a fair value gap. And as we all know from the backtesting, I don't really do order blocks a lot. So
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just something that you can use when you have nothing to use.
yeah, but maybe next time just wait until you have something.
Well, it's just like, to be fair, like a lot of traders use order blocks as their
True,
entry points
yeah.
instead of fair value gaps. It's just, for me personally, I just don't use order blocks just because I want to simplify my strategy. I don't want to be overloaded with different factors, because like pretty much every fair value gap is followed by order block almost all the time. And then instead of just having one nice fair value gap, you might have 2 points of interest, and then can expand even more. So you'll just come up with a lot of points of interest that might throw you off. I don't know.
By the way, if anyone in the audience here wants to have us draw a chart, let us know the symbol and we'll chart it. Doesn't have to be Binance Futures. If it's not on Binance Futures, can be any exchange that we support.
It's interesting that Solana went through this weekly fair value gap. I did not expect that.
It just pushed, yeah, just shot through it.
Yeah. 4-hour shift would be something like this, but yeah, after closing the fair value gap like that, it can be pretty risky.
Igor's asking for Aave.
Yeah. Let's look at that. We just backtested it yesterday.
Yeah, we actually ended the backtesting session at the current time.
Yeah, I mean, it was like a couple of weeks in July, but then, yeah, we scrolled to today.
Igor says it might not be in trading range. Well, we'll have a look.
I mean, like overall, I would say that it is currently being in the premium zone.
For shorting, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I just need to draw it the other way. There's so many presets, I don't know what to use.
No, I think you're, because then it's for longs.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's
You had it right the first time. Yeah.
Yeah, this market has this nice fair value gap way below, and yeah, I believe you marked it on your backtesting as well. Yeah, that's one that we expected to happen, but it didn't happen. So that's weekly fair value gap. Let's see what was the reaction after sweeping this liquidity.
Completely ignoring the fair value gap.
I mean, yeah, there was some reaction, but nothing major. There's daily fair value gap. Yeah, it keeps going down. I mean, so about the order block. So order block like this, I would use as the point of interest, because it's not like, you know, a lot of traders just take, like, let's say, I don't know, this would be the order block just because it was a candle before, even this one, just because it was a candle before market went up. Because like this is the easiest explanation that there is on the internet. So order block is the candle that was before something happened, like this one, for example. But this is not a really good order block, because order block has to happen inside the point of interest to be valid. Well, yeah, for this one, we can say that it took out some liquidity from here, so it could be valid. But then before that, you have a nice fair value gap which is the bullish one. And yeah, about this order block, so this one retested this fair value gap. So I would say this is a pretty valid point of interest if I was looking for long positions from here. But yeah, it's usually this market goes up pretty well, but now it's like against the trend because a lot of markets pushed up recently and this one is going down steadily.
So was there a 1 hour shift?
Yeah, I didn't look for it.
That's the 4 hour?
Yeah, there's definitely 1 hour shift.
So technically you could enter the long.
Yeah, I mean, it can be a good entry. And like looking at daily chart, what's good about this, if you're looking for longs, is that apart from this swing high, there is just nothing, like no points of interest in between. So every fair value gap, like it wasn't created, it was like carefully fulfilled before the candle closed. So yeah, if the long happens, it would go right there at least.
And that would make it a what kind of trade? Risk reward ratio 3. Yeah. So technically we could take this trade because it's at that
You think
level
so?
right now. But I mean,
yeah, I can try.
yeah.
Oh,
Huh?
what's that? Oh, it's Bybit. It's the wrong exchange.
Oh yeah. Need to use currency balance, by the way. Yeah, it's in decimal points, so you can only pick 3 or 2, which, yeah. Oh, the leverage. You may need to update the leverage. No, it's fine.
I mean, it's just
Yeah,
like
it's just the
I might
decimal
say
points. Yeah.
set it to 50.
No, yeah. It can have a negative impact on the amount that you can buy. But this should be fine. Yeah. Yeah. I'd say go for it.
Okay.
It's tricky, but especially with the news coming out, but technically the entry is there. So
Yeah, and like looking at the higher time frame, I would say about this market, so maybe it's pretty good. Yeah, which is weird. Like I'm so against longs at this point. But yeah,
change of
this
character
one
on the
seems
4
fine.
hour.
This one? No, this is the sweep. This is not a change of character.
No, but here.
Oh, if you mean this one. Oh, but it was going down. So like I mean this, like it wouldn't be the change of character. It would be the break of structure.
Yeah. It's a break of structure indeed. So technically, you should be looking for shorts as the market is in a downward structure.
Well, it's like buying in different time frames. So on daily, it is still in long formation, even though it invalidated this fair value gap. But with these huge impulses up, you never know if this is a correction, and then we'll have another impulse up. It's hard to say.
Yeah, or it can just take out this one and then move down.
Yeah, but this market was usually like that. It was moving really fast. Let's see if it had any major corrections like that.
Oh yeah, we can look at our SUI trade from last week, by the way.
Did you close it?
Yep.
Yeah.
So target was up here, but I closed it here. Also because of this trend line break. And yeah, it checked that liquidity. But obviously we were trading it on the higher time frame, so we should.
Yeah, it was the weekly time frame. So weekly fair value gap paired with the 4-hour shift.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean it could still go up if we have the good news. So yeah, we'll see if that happens.
But yeah, the reason why I closed it was yeah, with all the stuff that was happening, we're expecting more of a short in the shorter term, and making it and I would think that it went down here, but I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was just a preemptive close and I shouldn't have done it, but yeah. I did the same
Yeah, it's always
I did the same
hard to
on
say.
Mir. I moved the stop loss higher, and yeah, because if you change the position to make it this one, position widgets, change it to the long, 13% long. Yeah, it's this one.
5th of September. Yeah, this position.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was also the 4-hour entry. 1 4-hour, right?
Yeah. Yeah, and we were targeting this one.
Yeah, and you partially closed here.
Mm-hmm.
As I told you, it was exactly hit this target.
Yeah, it even took out the other target, like this one.
Yeah.
But we had it way higher. We had it here.
Yeah, but it still made some profit on this account, so that's good.
Yeah, this is a 10% trade.
Pretty good.
Yeah, well, the trades following after that weren't as great, but I tried to do a little bit more. But yeah, I need to take a step back. I think I was too eager to enter, and I didn't necessarily use the fair value gap entry all the time in the recent trades.
Yeah, what I notice happens to me is when, like, as soon as I have a really successful position that like went exactly by the strategy, so just by the book, and then as soon as it closes, I'm like, okay, I understand it now, and then I start looking for every single position on every market, and I start opening like very stupid positions.
Yeah. It was like when you told me yesterday about, what was it, OP?
Yeah, it was OP.
And that's when I opened another Near as well. I was like, oh yeah, Near is also in that same situation.
And what was that? Was the short position from here, I guess.
Yeah, do you have the trades? Because they're in this account.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh,
Yeah, you have to go
it
to a
was a
lower time
short
frame.
from here.
Yeah.
So it was, I don't get it. Oh, yeah, it was the shift in the favorable gap. Yeah, well, it could be fine, but yeah.
I mean, right now, the entry would have been from here. So here would be the entry.
Like equal highs here. What do you mean? Like this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't open any position until the news come.
No, yeah, it just has a really high probability to just whack you into your stop loss and then possibly make the move that you expected in the first place. But yeah, maybe
Yeah, like on
maybe
many
tomorrow
coins I
morning is a
expect
saving
something
place.
like this. So to have a sweep of this, swing high, and then go down. So it is pretty much on every altcoin if you look. No, not on near.
No, Near has this. Oh, Sui has this. Sorry.
Yeah, that's silly. So here you have it. So something like that would make sense. Just to take out it and go down. And same for Ethereum and Bitcoin too. Yeah, something like this would be perfect. Or even like if it's daily, on daily it could be even like this. But yeah, it's hard to tell now. We have like what, 5 hours before the news.
Yeah, and we just opened a position. Well, actually, if it's good news, it might be a really good one on the short term. It might just take that push up. It'll be a
Yeah, I mean,
classic case of
what I
buy the rumor,
what I
sell the
noticed.
news. But
What was that? What did we open? The Aave.
Aave, yeah.
So add it to the watch list. So what I noticed when I tried trading Forex before the news, when you know, like you have like 50-50 chance of the market going up or going down, what usually happens is this. So you get stopped out and then it goes exactly where you expected it.
Yeah, especially with that high volatility. So everyone's there watching. News comes out, and whoever's got the strongest nerves will be the direction of the price in the beginning, and then later on, the people with actual money will push the price in the direction that they want it to go.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm really not sure about this position. As soon as it gets into loss, it's like, why did I open it?
The reason being, it's there. So you would have entered here. We're now entering here. We've actually got a better price.
Yeah, that's true.
It already took out this fair value gap as well. And it had the reaction of it. So,
Yeah, but not so significant so far. But yeah, having like a sweep below this would be pretty good.
but yeah, we will Oh, we might see tomorrow in the quick scan webinar. Can quickly show this, how this is going. Because we're not afraid to show our losers. We're also happy to share our winners. But so far, we have yet to get a 19% profit in 2 weeks based on our most recent backtesting sessions.
Yeah, but you're not like sitting behind the chart 24 hours a day.
Maybe that's what we need to do.
Yeah, or create a bot.
Oh, I knew it was going to be there. Do we have any bot builders in here in the house? No, I'm always thinking about it.
No, just one guy.
All right. Yeah, I think we're getting to the end of our market overview for today.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that there was enough of useful information.
Hey, we opened the trade.
Yeah.
We opened the trade. It's like.
Yeah, but yeah. I'm not sure about this one, but okay.
Now he tells.
But the main message of today is just be careful because, yeah, these news can liquidate any position and you never know. It might go up like significantly, like we might move this take profit even higher and it might hit today like this. I don't know, but it also can liquidate your account if you don't use stop losses or if you open a lot of positions in the same direction.
Yeah. So we have one open now, so that's good. I won't open any more today, I think.
Yeah, that's also another mistake that I made. Like as soon as I have one good position, and then I'll just open a couple of markets, other markets, and I see the similar setup, and like, okay, I can open this position.
Similar, but
I can
not
do this
exactly the same, right? So similar, but not exactly the same.
No, but I mean, it's the same fair value gap and the same shift, and I just open like 10 positions, and then everything stops out, and then instead of losing 1%, I lose 10%. And then there is a stop loss slippage as well. So I lose like 12%. So, yeah.
So if you think about that, that means that you should limit the amount of open positions at the same time.
Yeah, that's one of the rules. So I don't have more than 3 open position at a time.
Yeah. Because otherwise you're still risking more. Because if the trade is similar and the markets are still kind of correlated, so if there's a dump on altcoins, a lot of altcoins dump. Some more than others, and it's the same with the pumps, right? That's why there is price difference, but still, the moves on the day in those 4-hour sessions or daily sessions, they behave quite similar. So taking one trade in one market and another trade in one market can still be like overexposing in the same move, really. So
Yeah,
it's quite rare that one will hit its target and the other one will hit its stop loss.
Yeah, that's specifically the case for the day trading. So if you're swing trading and you open positions for a couple of weeks, then there is a high chance that markets will move differently. And then, yeah, like open in multiple positions on multiple markets, even with the similar setup, you might have different outcomes.
Yeah, but on the shorter time frame, so 4 hours still considered relatively short.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're looking for a shift on the 15-minute in that case. And a 15-minute, well, a candle like this, well, yeah, like this in 4 hours can be horrendous on a 15-minute.
Yeah, but it's like what I showed you with this near trade. So you had this fair value gap here, and price went pretty fine through this one. And I told you that you need to hold until at least this liquidity level, not close in position before that, because since it went through the fair value gap, it has high chance to reach this target. But on the other side, I was trading, I think it was Sui. And at the same time, when that happened on near, Sui just got stuck in this fair value gap. for a longer time. And I just closed my position here on the fair value gap fulfill because it had troubles going through this. Like it bumped into it and then went through it a couple of times. So yeah, it's like a similar setup, but markets still reacted differently. Yeah, well, eventually it reached this target as well. But as you can see, while SUI reached this closest swing high only once, near reached this target, and then it reached another one here. So yeah, they still move differently.
So
yeah,
in conclusion for today, be careful for the news later today and reassess your positions for tomorrow. That's I think that's a wise thing to do.
Yeah. I'll be looking for the new points of interest appearing after the news. So probably something will be for the new trades open tomorrow. We'll see.
Yeah. All right, everyone. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you tomorrow with me, myself, and Rafa for the quick scan live trading session. Always exciting. I hope we can manage the full hour this time instead of last week where I had to cut it short because there was an issue. But yeah, no, everything seems fine. So I hope to see you tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Roman. And see you again soon. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.